Welcome to the Pat Sajak Show. No, sorry about that. This is the Corky Hale Show. Obviously, I'm Corky. I am from Los Angeles, but I moved away to New York 22 years ago. I'm back, and I've got this show. It's very exciting. We're going to start a little number at the piano, and then we're going to give you some of the best gossip you have ever heard. I have three of the most fabulous musicians. Actually, the channel said to me, do you want a big band like Sajak and The Tonight Show? Anything you want, dear, is yours. And I said, no way. I want these three guys who are the best in L.A. Andy Simpkins, Herb Mickman, Gene Estes. Between them, they've played for everybody from Carmen McRae, Sarah Vaughan, Tony Bennett, you name it, they have played for those people, and I'm thrilled that they're with me tonight. So, guys, let's try. This is the last song that Jerome Kern ever wrote. I want to be no one but me. I am in love with a lover who likes me the way I am. I have my faults. He likes my faults. I'm not very bright, but he is very bright. He thinks I'm grand. That's grand for me. He may be wrong, but if we get along, what do we care, say we? When he holds me close, close as we can be, I'm very glad to be nobody else but me. In the sea, I'm very glad to be. I'm knocked out to be. I am very ecstatic to be. I am truly happy to be. I'm very glad to be nobody else but me. Thanks so much. Now I want you to take a look at the gorgeous women over there, and I'm going to join them for the best gossip that you have heard. Well, you want to gossip? Boy, are you going to get gossip. Nikki even flew out from New York for this.
Just for this show.
You bet. Can we show some stills of Nikki in New York? Uh-oh, there he is, the Donald. Uh-oh.
That was on the Princess at his birthday party last year.
Pardon?
Yeah. And that's Ivana, and that's Richard Johnson from Page 6.
Mm-hmm. That's the New York Post. That's the hottest gossip there is.
And this was also at the birthday party at the Princess.
That's Oh, that's even Liza. Even I can see that
That's
with my
Liza.
nearsighted eyes.
That was the article in the New York Magazine.
There she is.
There I am.
There's Nikki. Okay, well, we have met Nikki. Nikki and I have been friends for so many years. And Bridget and I have also been friends for a number of years. Bridget has done so many things. Bridget was the film critic for the Herald Examiner. Then she wrote the tennis stories. They used to send her to Wimbledon every year. I was very jealous. Then Bridget wrote for W Magazine, and she's currently the contributing West Coast editor for Us Magazine. And in the middle is my new friend, Barbara Foley. Barbara also used to write for W, but Barbara is currently freelancing. She wrote two of the best articles I have ever read. This one was in the Sunday Times, I believe it was the last couple weeks. And then she wrote that fabulous article about Madonna. Incidentally, Madonna lives across the street from me, so I get to see Warren walking in all the time. And Madonna jogs by my house every day and makes me crazy because her body is so great, but she doesn't play the harp either, so. Anyway, Bridgie, I'm going to ask each one of you what you think is the hottest gossip of the moment.
I don't know. I mean, I think people are still interested in the Rob Lowe story. He has a movie coming out, Bad Influence, and I think when gossip affects business, people are interested, and they'll want to know whether what happened is a plus or minus for the film he made.
What would you say if I told you that a week ago Sunday I was at a brunch and Rob Lowe was seated across the table from me? He's
I'd
very
say,
cute.
what did you think? I mean, was he charming?
Yes, extremely so. I thought he was very nice. Barbara, what's the hottest gossip for you of the moment?
Well, I don't know whether you could call it gossip, but I think people are always interested in seeing what the rich and famous are wearing, knowing their beauty secrets, their health secrets, how they take care of themselves. And certainly the woman who is most interesting to watch on an international basis right now is Madonna. She's starting a new tour. She'll be coming out with a new movie, Dick Tracy, which Warren Beatty has directed, and she's coming out with a new video on a new dance. It's called voguing, and it's all about posing this way and that way while you're dancing. So she's
well, her
on
body,
the beat.
you know, as I said, her body is unbelievable, but we live in the hills, and she really, I see her, she has a trainer, and they go up and down the hills, and I think, oh, is it worth it? But I don't know, if my body looked like that, maybe it is. Anyway, okay, Nikki, hit us with your best shot from New York.
Well, of course, you know, there hasn't been anything on the front page of the papers except for the Trumps. I mean, poor Malcolm
Donald.
Forbes had to die before the Trumps were off the paper for 2 weeks, which is terrible to say. I mean, they were literally on the both papers every day for 2 weeks. And there was my maid had the inside scoop every day on the Trumps, which I thought was sort of interesting. It was down to every level. But I heard the other day that Ted Turner's having a major affair with Jane Fonda.
Oops.
So
Oops.
you never know, you know, what's coming up next.
Well, okay. Hit us with a little more. Well, let's get local, then we'll get back to the Donald and what you think is going to happen. Bridgie, what else is currently going on here?
Well, I don't know. I hide out in the hills. Sometimes I think I really don't know. You know, I only believe in what I see with my own eyes. And gossip
That's
is really...
so English, isn't it? She doesn't really want to gossip. She only believes what she sees with her eyes.
Gossip
It's
is
so
what
nice.
somebody else tells you about something they heard, that they thought they saw, that they picked up, you know. So I take everything with a bit of a pinch of salt, you know, but...
You're a nice person, Bridget.
No,
That's
I
what
don't.
it
I
comes
wouldn't
out of. Bridgie doesn't really gossip as much as all of us do. Okay, we're going to take a little break here, and then we're going to come back with some more hot stuff. Actually, I'd be very happy to stay over there and just keep gossiping, but there is a request from the producer-director to do a number on the harp, so that's what I'm going to do. For the moment, it was a gorgeous day here in L.A., but I'm going to play a number called Here's That Rainy Day. And if the harp is out of tune from the lights in the studio, it's going to be a very rainy night, but here goes. Maple Drive, where he plays from Wednesdays through Saturdays. So go hear the great Andy Simpkins. Thanks, Andy, for joining us tonight. Okay, back to some hot stuff.
That was great, Corky.
I would like to ask you ladies is tell us about some hot spots. Nikki, let's start off with New York, and then we'll get to Barbara and Bridgie on the hot spots current where you'll see everybody.
Well, I know this is hard to believe, but New York is sort of falling away to L.A.
You mean I've just moved back at the right time?
Me too, just at the right time.
Well, maybe it's because we left, Nikki.
Yeah,
Who knows?
You'd be
We
surprised.
left and the town fell apart. What can I say?
New York still has Le Club, which is 30 years old, so that says a lot. And it has O-Bar. And outside of that, it has a couple little places for 9-year-olds or 15-year-olds. But for us adults,
I'm not too interested in 9-year-olds this year.
But Los Angeles has become every night is a different disco night. Like Monday night is the China Club, and Friday night is Bar One, and Wednesday night is Tramp. So everything is sort of like moving around. It's getting to be an action spot the way it was in the 60s.
You realize that the people like me who stay home and cook every night, do we know from these places that Nikki's talking about? Barbara, tell me where you like to go and what's hot to those of us who stay home every night.
Well, the places I like to go are places where you can stay home and cook and then go out. These places start about 11 or 12 o'clock at night and go
11
into
or 12, I'm out
wee
cold.
hours. You can take a nap before we
I'll
go.
go with you.
There's a club downtown. It's a very small, some might call it a little dive, but it has some of the most famous names, including Madonna and Warren Beatty and Nick Logue
and I thought they were over in their
Teresa
house
Russell.
across the street. What do I know?
And it's a place called Club Louie, and it's small but packed on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. Also, a new club has opened downtown in the old Mayan Theater. It's called the Mayan, and Raymond Lee, who is a very important stylist, a fashion stylist in this town, has opened it, and it is a nightclub in the true sense of the word. It's very elegant, and it could remind you of some of those nightclubs in the 30s and 40s.
Then I never got to. Bridge, before we bring on our great musical guests, tell me where you like to go. Bridgie and I are more the homebodies.
Yeah. I was invited to a birthday party the other night at Club Louie, and it was just after Barbara had written it up as being Madonna's sort of hotspot. So I said to her, should I go? And she said, oh, no, you'll hate it.
Did you?
I didn't go. I tried very hard to stay awake until 11:30 at night when my name was going to be at the door and I'd be able to sort of sashay in. And
That's what I
It's
said.
not because it's a bad club, it's because
At
I know Bridget.
11:30, we're out cold.
I didn't make it. I just didn't make it.
Before we bring on our musical guests, take a shot of Nikki's
All
body
right.
there, will you please? Nikki's body is due to something that she wants to tell you about.
This is my new product called Nikki Haskell's Tone Caps, which is a dietary supplement, which they sell at all the better drugstores in Beverly Hills and GNC. And this is the greatest new product, which is just coming out, called CelluSlim.
Uh-oh.
And this is a cellulite control product, and this will be on the Home Shopping Network. So when I'm not out at night, I'm out there trying to develop things for all
Will
of
you
us
send me
girls.
several boxes of that?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we now come to a wonderful part of our show. You know the hot thing, of course, is Brazilian and lambada. We have two of the great musicians in L.A. who, John Pisano was, I've known John for many years. We were with Peggy Lee together. John is a great jazz guitarist, but he's now teamed up with a Brazilian named Kleber Jorge. And the two of them play the most beautiful music. So here we are, John Pisano and Kleber Jorge. Hi, we're back, and we have this wonderful Brazilian duo, John Pisano and Kleber. My Portuguese is so terrible. Kleber Jorge. They're going to play a marvelous Brazilian number for you. I'm going to go right out and learn the lambada. Oh, is that good? Kleber, when did you come over from Brazil? How long ago?
Oh, about 2 years ago.
And you're from where in Brazil?
I'm from Rio.
Oh, I went 3 winters ago. I still haven't recovered. It's so romantic, so wonderful. I loved every
How was
minute
it?
of it.
Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it. Of course, I loved the food, naturally. Oh, is that good food? John, as I said before, you and I met originally when we were both playing with Peggy Lee. Tell me what's been going on.
Oh, a lot of good stuff. I have a group called Velis, which we just signed a contract for a Japanese tour. So we have an album that was released there and will be released here in June.
Good. Okay. Good. We'll have you back on the show, assuming we're on in June. Okay, well, let's play this out with another Brazilian tune. All right, you start it. One of the most famous Brazilian tunes. I'll join in on something or other. I'll figure it out.
nota só. Outras notas vão entrar, mas a base é uma só. Esta outra é consequência do que acabo de dizer. Como eu sou a consequência inevitável de você. Quanta gente existe por aí que fala e não diz nada, ou quase nada. Já me utilizei de toda escala e no final não deu em nada, ou quase nada. E voltei pra minha nota. Como eu volto pra você, vou cantar em uma nota. Como eu gosto de você. Quem quer todas as notas, ré, mi, fá, sol, lá, si, dó, acaba sem nenhuma, fica em uma nota só.
For joining us tonight. We have lovely people giving us wonderful gifts on this show, which if you'll join us next week, we have a little contest and we'll be giving you wonderful gift certificates. That's our studio audience. Again, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and the wonderful duo of Kleber George, John Pisano. My musicians, you'll see their names as we go down the crawl. Thanks so much. Hope to see you again next week.